The PGA Tour is in meltdown. For years, the Tour has sold itself on the purest meritocracy in professional sports. Earn your card, keep your card, earn your place in the biggest events. But now, a bombshell new competitive structure is set to tear that reputation apart, and the players are fighting back. From sponsor exemptions that feel like backroom deals to a two-tier system that threatens to relegate the DP World Tour to irrelevance, the golf world is demanding answers. The working class is furious. The veterans are being discarded, and the sponsors are starting to walk away. The final signature event of the season resulted in yet more scrutiny of the sponsor exemptions. This has been a recurring theme ever since these 8 events with reduced fields, mostly no cuts, larger payouts, and often guaranteed FedEx Cup points were launched in 2023. For years, players who have failed to qualify on merit have been gifted golden tickets into the Tour's most lucrative events. And the resentment in the locker room has reached a boiling point. One player at TPC River Highlands spoke on condition of anonymity, revealing the frustration that is sweeping through the Tour. "You know, got the last sponsor invite, don't you?" the player asked. The answer? Keith Mitchell, a board member who had to be in Connecticut for the big vote on the future of the Tour. Mitchell, a 34-year-old one-time Tour winner who had just finished 4th at the U.S. Open, was handed a free pass into the Travelers' Championship. The optics were devastating. Another board member, Adam Scott, also enjoyed 3 sponsor invites this season. In February 2024 at Pebble Beach, several players expressed their disappointment that 3 board members at the time, Peter Malnati, Adam Scott, and Webb Simpson, were granted a golden ticket into the field. They used words like fishy and shady to describe their displeasure and suggested the choices either were payback for their unpaid board work or, even worse, a payoff for their future votes. The whispers that the PGA Tour has become a system of cronyism have become shouts. Travelers Tournament Director Nathan Grube shot down the conspiracy theories. "We have a whole metric system we use, and ultimately Keith earned the points. He had done the work. In a story," he said. But the damage is done. Fans and players alike are questioning whether the Tour values merit or marketability. The numbers are staggering. Tony Finau has nabbed 6 invites this season. Jordan Spieth has been a sponsor invite darling, receiving 5 exemptions despite not winning since 2022 and sitting outside the top 50 in the FedEx Cup standings. CEO Brian Rowlap announced the broad strokes of the new structure coming in 2028, and it sent shockwaves through the sport. The plan is simple. Split the PGA Tour into an elite Track 1 and a secondary Track 2 for everyone else, built around promotion, relegation, and competitive consequence. Track 1 will feature approximately 15 to 18 elite events, with fields of 120 to 130 players. Track 2 is the proving ground, with roughly 20 to 30 promotion spots available each season. The top 90 in the season-long standings retain their status year to year, reducing the number of full Tour cards from 100. The plan has already triggered a crisis on the DP World Tour. Concerns are reverberating across the global game. Eddie Pepperell, the English veteran, has been the loudest voice raising the alarm. The concern is that the DP World Tour isn't just the championship. It's actually League One, Pepperell said on the Chipping Forecast podcast. Because if we lose these players to Tier 2 on the PGA Tour, then the DP World Tour are really getting no benefits. Pepperell's concern cuts right to the bone of what the strategic alliance was supposed to deliver. When a player chooses the Texas Open over the Memorial, he is not competing where it counts. He fades into the background of a restructured tour, offering little value to the circuit that gave him his start. The DPWT is losing players and getting nothing back. Meanwhile, veteran Stuart Sink is also deeply worried. I think some of those changes are going to make it really difficult for anybody who doesn't play good golf in 1 year and fall outside of those top 100 cards. Sink told Golf Digest. It's not going to be an easy thing, just like start fresh and play your way back in like we're used to seeing. For players like Sink, who have built their careers on the ability to bounce back from a bad season, the new system feels like a death sentence. The backlash from the rank and file players has been fierce and unapologetic. The veteran grinder Ryan Moore, who won 5 times on tour and earned more than $34 million in his career, has become the poster boy for the frustrated middle class. I feel like the first 10 years I was on tour, they appreciated people in my position who had been there, done that, Moore told Golf Week. They did everything to kind of create some playing opportunity for past champions. They appreciated that player a lot more. Now they're like, "What have you done for me lately? Please go away. Go away as fast as you can. You mean nothing to us." Moore added, "My issue with everything they've done is they just throw everything out there, claim there's a trickle down, but it doesn't trickle down past 20 players. Everything the tour is doing is working against you, and you feel like you're beating your head against the wall." But Moore's complaints have not been met with universal sympathy. One commentator wrote, "What a shame the tour is transitioning to a more competitive model, and you can't have a retirement plan of taking a few victory laps so you can finish T45. The divide within the locker room is becoming increasingly toxic. The tour's veterans, who have enjoyed decades of protected status, are furious that their privileges are being stripped away. Meanwhile, the younger players and the up-and-comers see the changes as a necessary correction to a system that has been broken for years." Earlier this season, Eric Van Rooyen, who earned nearly $1 million of the CJ Cup Byron Nelson, voiced his own concerns. "How honest do you want me to be? I hate it. The strongest fields are the ones with the most players in them." The controversy reached a fever pitch when the PGA Tour announced the addition of a 9th signature event, the unsponsored Miami Championship at Trump National Doral. The event, set for late April 2026, will feature a 70-man field with no cut. The news sparked immediate backlash. James Hahn, a player director up until 2023, unloaded his anger. "An extra signature event without a title sponsor at a course owned by the president," Hahn said. "This is a joke, right?" Robert Garrigus, a one-time tour winner with 384 career starts, didn't hold back either. "So, does that mean one more sponsor invite for Jordan Spieth?" Garrigus asked. "Tell Spieth I'll play him for any amount he wants. I win, I get his 5 invites to the signature events." For Garrigus, who has barely had a chance to tee it up this season, the inequality hits home. His frustration came from years of watching the same pattern play out. Players like Spieth, despite slumping form, continuing to receive sponsor exemptions into the tour's biggest events, while struggling players are left out. Jordan Spieth, who has not won since 2022 and sits outside the top 50 in the FedEx Cup standings, remains one of the tour's most marketable figures and is expected to continue receiving exemptions. Rory McIlroy has defended the practice, arguing that sponsors should be rewarded for their cash investment. What LIV and the Saudis have exposed is that you have a tour and you're going and asking sponsors for millions of dollars to sponsor these events, and you're not able to guarantee those sponsors the players that are going to show up, McIlroy said. "I can't believe they've done so well for so long." At the heart of the controversy sits Tiger Woods, whose influence on the future competition committee has helped shape the strategic overhaul. Critics argue that Woods' vision, which includes capping regular event fields at 144 players and trimming Korn Ferry Tour spots from 30 to 20, risks marginalizing rank-and-file professionals in favor of elite stars. But Woods has defended the changes, saying they were intended to offer something better for our fans, our events, our sponsors. The tension between merit and marketability has never been more acute. CEO Brian Rolap admitted that a priority problem exists and said, "Golf has an amazing tradition of meritocracy. Probably the best sport in the world that I can see about you earn what you earn, and you do it inside the ropes, and you're rewarded for it. And our athletes are conditioned that way." I think we got away from that. Yet, even as he spoke, the tour was finalizing plans that would allow the sponsors to continue inviting their favorites into the most lucrative events. Rolap's plan also includes a stark reduction in the number of career coddling categories that have allowed veterans like Vijay Singh, age 63, to play just one tournament based on career money status. According to one person familiar with ongoing conversations, there may be as few as 12 categories in 2028, prioritized around winners and the top 90 in season-long points. The reforms represent the most dramatic shakeup of professional golf's membership structure in decades. The PGA Tour is at a crossroads. The system of sponsor invites and backroom deals that has defined the signature events has created a two-tiered system. The working class is being squeezed out. The veterans are being discarded. And the sponsors are starting to walk away. Rocket companies recently ended a 13-year, $150 million relationship with the PGA Tour, unwilling to pay Track 1's premium or accept Track 2's lower profile. This is an early sign of the friction the new model is causing for sponsors. The debate is far from over. Is the PGA Tour finally becoming the meritocracy it claims to be? Or is it simply replacing one form of cronyism with another? The answer will determine the future of professional golf.